Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video. So today we are going to be trying out, whatever, the new Colourpop Jelly Much shadows. So these are shadows, but I also feel like you may be able to use them as highlighters. We'll see depending on, of course, the color range and everything like that. So if you open up this product, inside you have a little thing that says keep me. Now my nails are as long as the Eiffel Tower, so I'm gonna have to use my teeth. Hopefully this isn't toxic. Okay, so when you open it inside, you have something that looks like this. So it is pretty jelly. It has a definite texture to it. I'll kind of put my finger in it so maybe you guys could see. Listen, it makes a noise. But it is a very bouncy and jelly formula texture. Now, I feel like these are really cool because it's something different, and I feel like Colourpop genuinely as a brand always brings something different and brings something new to the table, especially with their Super Shock shadows. I read online, I think on maybe their Twitter or Instagram, saying somewhere that this is kind of like a hybrid between, somewhere in between the Super Shock shadow formula kind of, but this is very jelly. I would compare it similar in texture to the jelly highlighter from Farasali, but this definitely feels more firm and easy to work, whereas the jelly from Farasali is very stringy, and this is not like that. So I want to give you some information about each product. We'll do some swatches, and then we'll do a little eye test going on. I do have only a little bit of makeup on right now, and that's because I had a very bad allergic reaction to a new product that I tried, and I can't figure out what product it was or is exactly, so I'm kind of taking it easy on the makeup for right now just because of that. So yeah, I hope that that's okay with you guys, but let me pull up some information and let's get started. Okay, so pulling everything up on my phone, you can buy all 8 of them in a set for $60, or each one is $8 individually. And I'm actually gonna read online a little bit about the application tips of it because, this is definitely a newer product, something that a lot of us aren't used to using, so I want to see how they explain to use it. So it says, for precise application and intense color payoff, use with our small or medium shader brush. Once it's dried, it will not transfer, or use with finger. And then basically the whole background of the Jelly Much shadow is it's one of their most innovative formulas yet. Jelly Much delivers extreme high pigment with the looks of a single swipe, long wearing, it won't crease, fade, transfer after it dries, zero fallout. Unique water-based formula, no need to fuss with wetting your makeup brush. Okay, that is something that I can totally get behind because I do constantly wet my makeup brush, and you guys know that. So I think what will be our best bet right now is to do some swatches on the back of my hand for you guys, and then apply it with some eyeshadow, see how everything kind of blends together so we can get a good feel for the product. So I'm going to zoom you guys on in so we can get the swatching started. Okay, so when you open it, you have this cap that says keep me. I'm assuming you're supposed to keep it because it probably keeps something with the formula intact. Unfortunately, this is a hard situation if you do have nails. So I recommend either using your teeth or a tweezer. I'm going to try and find my tweezer. I swear to God, my desk, I put something down for 0.3 seconds and it disappears. It's like a hole. Okay, so you can easily pull it off with tweezers. The cap does get a little bit messy. So if you are someone that's a little when it comes to products, this is a little bit messy on the top. I personally don't give a crap, especially if you were here right now and saw what my beauty desk looked like and how messy it is. It's disgusting. Okay, so here's a little bit of a close-up again of the product. This first shade is called Foxes, and I'm gonna just dunk my finger in, and it's so unique because even when you use it, it doesn't really make an imprint unless if you stick your nail in, I guess. So this is one swatch right here, pretty pigmented, and all I did was kind of dunk my finger in once. So I would say for that, it definitely does have some pretty pigment to it. Now, I don't know how quickly these dry out, so I am gonna place the cap back on and close it up. This is cool though. Like I'm all behind like innovative products like this, and especially like Colourpop, because they are so affordable, it just makes it even better. So next one we have is called We Jammin', and again, same thing, keep me right there. And I'm gonna pop this up, and inside you get a kind of better look at it as well. And ooh, yeah, it's definitely like it's like bouncy. That's the best way to explain it. And here is a swatch of We Jammin'. So that is a pretty good swatch. Like, I feel like this could be used as a highlighter. Oh yeah, you could totally use this as a highlighter. That's pretty. Yeah, you could totally use this. That is really pretty, actually. So moving on, we have a shade Ventura here, which just looking at it right off the bat, it looks kind of like an iridescent shade. Oh shit, that looks cool. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on camera, unfortunately, because of the iridescence to it, but it has a purple shift. Now, I'm wondering, like, if you're able to build some of these products up, because this one definitely you will need to maybe add a second layer or coat to. Oh, yeah, if you add that second layer on this shade Ventura, it really just makes it pop even more. That's really pretty. So far, so good. Like I said, this is kind of like a messy product, so if that's like not up your alley, you may not like this, but to me, messiness doesn't bother me. Like, all geniuses are messy, or at least that's what I've been telling myself. This one I'm really excited about. This one is called Bungalow. It's kind of like a teal turquoisey color. All right, I'm gonna swatch right here, you guys, because my hand is wet right now. I feel like this one's gonna be really pretty. It's really cool. It's definitely not as pigmented as I thought. I wonder if I go like this and brush it on. Yeah, if you like brush it on, I feel like it's... Oh, there it is, yeah. Yeah, that is very pretty, and you totally can build up the intensity of it all. I'm so intrigued on how this is going to apply with brushes, because I love the fact that this is like taking away from wetting your brushes. All right, we got 4 more to go. Next shade is called Short Circuit. Ooh, I can't get this open. My hands are all sweaty. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go with Origami because I can't get the other shade open. I'm probably gonna have to go get Riley's help. This is like a goldeny shade. This is what it looks like inside. And this is a swatch. Wow, that's pretty. Ooh, this next one is called Half Moon, and it's like a maroon color. Next here. Ooh, that's like an iridescent purpley vibe going on. That's cool. 2 colors left, and then we're gonna play on our eyes. So far, I definitely am liking the innovativeness of the product and how it's swatching, but of course, I'm gonna have to see how it performs on my eye. This one is a duochrome. This is like a pink to orange vibe going on. I don't know if you guys can pick it up on camera. And here is the other swatch. So these are the 3 right here. And then the last one is the one that's giving me a hard time. Oh, got it. This is like a coppery one. And then I'll just swatch this down here for you guys, so you can get a pretty good look. Definitely pigmented. The only color that I felt like wasn't as pigmented as it should have been, and I don't know if that was like my error or anything like that, but the Bungalow shade, that was the only shade that I felt like was a little bit like, But I'm now gonna go pull out an eyeshadow palette and use these Jelly Muches together and see which ones I want to use. Okay, so I have my Sipping Pretty palette from Kylie, her 21st birthday collection, and we're just gonna do like a basic ass eye here just to see how the Jelly Much blends. And I'm gonna start in with this shade right here, and I'm gonna just go in my crease and go back and forth like so. Doing the same thing over here for our transition shade. Cute, cute. Then I'm going to go in with this pink. Actually, you guys don't want me to do. I feel like everybody's always like, do more than just pink. Sorry, I like pink so much. All right, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. If you guys could see. And I'm going to go in a little bit more in depth in the crease. like I said, this isn't going to be like an intricate eye look. This is just a review for the Jelly Much. So I just want to get a nice base down first, so that way we can rock and roll. And then lastly, I'm going to take this darker brown shade and get that in the crease. I mean, nothing new here, y'all. Just trying to get a basic ass eye going for y'all. And I'm doing the same thing over here. And then I'm just going to drag it down a little bit like so. I kind of want to go in with this shade right here. This is called Foxes, and my brush is not wet or anything. This is what it looks like. I do feel like you don't need a lot on your brush, just to keep that in mind. Ooh. Okay, so this is way easier to handle with a brush than your fingers, in my opinion. You can really, really stretch it out. And right now, I do feel like it's not drying down too fast, so you don't have to worry about like blending it too much too quickly, if that makes sense. And so I did have to dunk in twice to cover up my whole eye. And right now it's drying down. So I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna do the other eye. And you can get majority done with like one dunk. I mean, especially like if you blend it out pretty quickly. But I do feel like you get better pigment and payoff if you do that second kind of layer. But it still looks really just as good. Oh yeah, that is really nice. Okay, so this eye is already dried down. So I'm gonna just go in with, I don't know, let's go in with like a shader brush and let's just see like if I wanted to add color, like how it would work with other colors. So I'm just going to use this shade right here, the last shade we went into, and I'm just going to like blend a little bit more and just see how it kind of works together. Okay, so not too bad. It's completely dried down and it's not like flaking or losing any pigment by me brushing or going back and forth, adding more color. So I don't think you'll necessarily have to worry about that. I'm even going to try to add some color like on the outer corner and see. But I don't think that it's really messing with anything. It's not like flaking off, which is really nice. So I think that that's definitely a huge plus. Yep, this eye is dried down as well. So I'm going to go in and add a little bit more color. But I honestly am very impressed because I was worried that this was going to flake off. And I'm even pressing pretty hard to get that effect, to see if we will have that effect, and I don't feel like anything is coming off. This is really cool. I would say, like, for the most part, it is pretty easy to work with, like, especially if you're just doing a simple eye like this. And the only thing I will say was I was kind of disappointed with the bungalow shade. Like, this blue, I feel like could have been way more pigmented. But, again, I haven't applied it with a brush, so let me just apply it with a brush on the back of my hand, and we'll just, like, see how it goes. But for the most part, I feel like using a brush will probably be your best bet with this product. Okay, so I have it on the back of my hand. Yeah, you do get way more payoff with a brush, but even so, like spreading it, I feel like this one shade could be a little bit better. But for the most part, I feel like working with a brush is probably going to be your best bet. Now, again, if you're someone who really doesn't like messy things, then this product definitely is not going to be for you. I feel like this product's really cool. I definitely will be using it a bunch more. I really like it. If I had to pick like a fave, I would definitely say the one I'm using right now, Foxes, is a really beautiful color. I also like the shade Short Circuit, and as well as Half Moon, which is this kind of like burgundy shift. And then also We Jammin', like I used for a highlight, is actually a really beautiful highlighter in my opinion. So, you know, you do have your definite shades that are like winners in my book. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys for the most part. Let me like pop on some mascara and stuff though, because girl, we need it. And by we, I mean me. I need it. So I'm going to take the NARS Climax mascara. I'm going to pop it on. This mascara is actually pretty good. I've used it a couple times now and I do really like it. It feels very lightweight and it really, really like lengthens my lashes, which I like. And the wand isn't too big or too like liquidy, so for me, that's a plus because, you know, you don't want to have a mascara that's like too liquidy and then it like transfers all over the place. So I do really dig this mascara so far, and it doesn't weigh my lashes down. You know, some mascaras, they're really beautiful, but they're too heavy. I don't find that with this one, so. All right, and then I'm gonna pop on a Kylie Mini. This is Queen. All right, guys, so for the most part, I felt like this Colourpop collection, the Jelly Much, was really cool. There were definitely some shades that I was kind of like whatever about, like especially this Bungalow shade. I felt like the pigment just maybe wasn't there, or maybe you do have to build it up. But I did really like Foxes, which I have on my lid. I did like We Jammin' for a highlighter, and also did like these two shades, Half Moon and Short Circuit. The other ones, like Ventura, you did have to pack on, and the Origami was really pretty, but like it's a very like gold color, so it may not be wearable for a lot of people because it is that like vibrant gold, almost yellow gold color. For the most part, I really love the way that this eye look came out, especially for like half-assing it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!